solemnly swear that you will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States and will, to the best of your ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States?
I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
It is done. God bless George Washington, President of the United States. Huzzah! 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 Huzzah!
Fellow citizens of the Senate and of the House of Representatives, among the vicissitudes incident to life, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that of which was transmitted by your order. On the one hand, I was summoned by my country, whose voice I can never hear, but with veneration and love, from a retreat which I had chosen with fondest predilection. On the other hand, the magnitude and difficulty of the trust to which the voice of my country called me could not but overwhelm with despondence one who ought to be particularly conscious of his own deficiencies. Such being the impressions under which I have, in obedience to the public summons, repaired to the present station, it would be particularly improper to omit in this first official act of my fervent supplications to that Almighty Being who rules over the universe, that his benediction may consecrate to the liberties and happiness of the people of the United States a government instituted by themselves, and may enable every instrument employed in this administration to execute with success the functions allotted to his charge. No people can be bound to acknowledge and adore the invisible hand which conducts the affairs of men more than those of the United States. Every step by which they have advanced to the character of an independent nation seems to have been distinguished by some token of providential agency. These reflections have forced themselves too strongly on my mind to be suppressed. It will be more consistent with those circumstances under which I now meet you, and far more congenial with the feelings that actuate me, to substitute, in place of a recommendation of particular measures, the tribute that is due to the talents, the rectitude, and the patriotism which adorn the characters selected to devise and adopt them. I dwell on this prospect with every satisfaction which an ardent love for my country can aspire, since there is no truth more thoroughly established than that there exists an indissoluble union between virtue and happiness, between duty and advantage, between the genuine maxims of an honest and magnanimous policy and the solid rewards of public prosperity and felicity. Having thus imparted to you my sentiments as they have been awakened by the occasion which brings us together, I shall take my present leave, but not without resorting once more to the benign parent of the human race in humble supplication that since he has been pleased to favor the American people with opportunities for deliberating in perfect tranquility, so his divine blessing may be equally conspicuous to the enlarged view, the temperate consultations, and the wise measures on which the success of this government must depend.
Hello, I'm Norman Gobin. I'm playing Robert Livingston on the birthday of the inauguration of the President of the United States here at 26 Wall Street. Although this is not the original building, we have some original artifacts of the original building. This stone behind me is where the original president took his inauguration. It was a floor piece not standing up like this. It took the president, at that time he was a civilian, it took him 7 days to get here from Virginia. Along the way he went through Alexandria, Trenton, he went through Philadelphia, he went through all the major cities. That's why it took him 7 days to get here, as well as the bad roads. He finally got here, he was still here another 7 days because it took 7 days for the government, the Senate, and the representatives to figure out how to create this office. There was no oath, so everything that was done at that day was completely new. And obviously anything new is a little chaotic until you get it straightened out. Here is where the oath was taken. It's called the oath of office. It was taken here on the front of this building. Washington 7 days to get here. He was here another 7 days before this moment in time. This is the inauguration of George Washington to the new office, the executive order called the Presidency of the United States of America. This is a quick oath. I hope you enjoy it. General, if you please. Place your hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, George Washington, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States. Will to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. It is done, ladies and gentlemen. I give you George Washington, the President of the United States.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Help me God.
Thank you all for being here.